After 50 matches, 114 goals and some very, very big upsets, the Euro 2024 final is here and it might just be coming home. This is going to be one hell of a game. No matter who wins it, this game has the potential to be absolutely unreal. Spain's young team has done so well this tournament and they definitely deserve their place in the final. As for England, somehow we've pulled off miracle after miracle, and now I'm genuinely starting to believe. But before we jump into the video, I just want to say this is obviously going to be the last Euro 2024 video, and I really want to thank you guys for your support throughout the tournament. The link is in the description to the Euro 2024 playlist if you guys want to check out the other videos. But basically, yeah, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all your support throughout the Euros. I really do appreciate it. But jumping into the video, we're going to start off with Spain, who's been really impressive so far this summer, and they have shocked me a little bit. I know Spain has some really good players, but I just thought the youth and lack of experience in the team was going to hurt them at some point, but they've definitely proved me wrong by reaching the final. Their fast-paced, energetic football is just so horrible to play against, and that's the reason behind their success so far this tournament. And with the Spain players that are coming through at the moment, I really don't see them slowing down at any point, and they're definitely going to be a hard side to play against in future tournaments. But anyway, getting drawn into the group of death, Spain had quite a difficult task on their hand, and honestly it was really hard to predict how the group would finish. But Spain started off great with a 3-0 win over Croatia before getting 2 1-0 victories over Italy and Albania. Now in the round of 16, Spain did go 1-0 down to Georgia, who, to be fair, were very good this tournament. I think shocked a lot of people. They were very hard to play against. But Spain did come back and win 4-1, filling their side with only more confidence. Now at this point, the 3 other teams on Spain's side of the tree was France, Germany and Portugal. Of course, Spain had to verse Germany. But even if they beat Germany, the semi-final, whoever they played, would have been a really hard task for them. And just after 8 minutes in the Germany game, Pedri was forced off with injury. And to be honest, this is where I started to think to myself, maybe this is where it all goes downhill for Spain. And I did actually predict Germany to win this one in my prediction video. But when Pedri did go off injured, on came Dani Olmo, who's been unreal so far for Spain this summer. And he did manage to score a goal. Now, Spain managed to control the game very well and keep Germany out, all the way until the 89th minute when Florian Wirtz scored an equaliser for Germany. Now, I remember saying to people at work, Germany's going to win now. Spain took off all of their attacking players, hoping to hang on. Germany scored, and I just thought, you know what? Germany's got it in the bag. But this Spain side just continued to prove me wrong and got the miracle they deserved, because in the 119th minute, they scored to secure themselves a semi-final matchup. Now, at this point, I really started to believe in Spain. I know I predicted France, who they played in the semi-final, to win, but I genuinely thought to myself, Spain could do it here, because France wasn't that good so far in the tournament. And you know what? After going 1-0 down against France in the first 9 minutes, Spain scored 2 goals in 4 minutes, including an absolutely filthy goal from Yamal. And honestly, it was just unreal to watch. Their game was absolutely amazing. But Spain managed to hang on and keep France out and secured themselves a final and a chance to make history. Spain's goal scoring ability this tournament has been absolutely unreal, scoring 13 goals, and this is all because of the way they dominate the match in the midfield. The way Spain just ping the ball around and pass around you causes your team to get tired, and basically Spain just counter-attack you and just score, and this is where they're really going to hurt you. However, it's not just their attack that's doing great. They've been very solid at the back, and that's thanks to the players like Rodri and Laporte, who are keeping things solid and keeping things out at the back. Now, for England to really get a chance, I think they need to keep Yamal, and I think they need to keep Dani Olmo really quiet, because they are the players that could hurt us. But now let's move on to England, and to be honest, we've had an absolute rollercoaster of a tournament. Wow. Now, with the best squad we've probably ever had, expectations were very high, and a lot of people thought this was finally going to be the year that we end our 58-year trophyless run. Now, in the group stage, we was also kind of drawn into a group of death, you can say, but we definitely, was favourites to top it. We started off with a 1-0 win over Serbia, which was a very poor performance, but we got the win, that's all that matters. And after that came 2 draws against Denmark and Slovenia. With the Denmark game, we probably should have lost. We played pretty bad. And Slovenia, when we drew, we didn't actually deserve to win. We didn't deserve to win at all, so a draw is probably a fair result. But somehow we finished top of the group, and in the round of 16 we played Slovakia. And I actually do feel a little bit bad for Slovakia, because we did not deserve anything from this game at all. We played so awful, and the way Slovakia played, they definitely deserved to get something. But we all know what happened. Who else but Jude Bellingham could score a bicycle kick in the 95th minute to save England? And we all know what happened in extra time. Harry Kane came in clutch and sent us through to the quarterfinals. But again, against Slovakia, we didn't really look our normal self. We looked poor, and luck was definitely on our side. Anyway, in the quarterfinal, we was drawn against Switzerland, and they just came off a 2-0 win over Italy. So to be fair, I was kind of scared about this game. And of course, the same thing happened. England went 1-0 down after 75 minutes, and I thought it was over. I thought we was gone. But Saka pulled a moment of magic out of nowhere and scored just 5 minutes later to get us back in the game. And let me just tell you, that penalty shootout was different, man. Now, being 21 years old, I'd only ever really saw us lose on penalties once, and that was in the Euro final, and I was absolutely heartbroken. But let me tell you, the feeling I had when Pickford saved that first penalty and Alexander-Arnold scored that goal to send us through, there's no better feeling in the world. And you know what? The game against Netherlands was definitely going to be our biggest test, because despite them finishing third in the group, they've been pretty solid this summer. Like the likes of Gakpo and Xavi Simons this tournament have been absolutely unreal. And talking about Simons, he actually scored 6 minutes into the game against England. And again, we had all the hard work to do. Now, I'm going to be honest, right? The penalty that we had was not a penalty. I'll throw my hands up to say I don't know how we got that. But we've had so much bad luck against us in the past. We definitely deserve a little bit of luck for us this time. Now, again, as soon as I saw Kane stepping up to that penalty, that image I had in my head of Mbappe just laughing after Kane missed against France in the World Cup just stuck in my head and just went over and over and over. And I was thinking to myself, please, Kane, do not miss again. But to be fair to him, he came in clutch, scored his penalty, and things were back level at 1-1. Now, after a really good first half performance and 2 or 3 chances by Foden that probably should have gone in, I really started to believe. But the second half is where it started to get really scary, because as soon as I saw Wout Weghorst come on at half time, every corner and every free kick that we gave away, I was just praying that someone was going to get on the end of it before him. And somehow we did. Now, it looked like it was going to extra time, but I can't even try and put into words how that goal went in. I still have no idea how it went in from that angle. The scenes where we was watching it was absolutely mental. I'm just speechless. I cannot put into words. I'm sorry, but I can't describe that goal. But man, what a moment and what a hero Ollie Watkins is. And yeah, we did it. We reached another final. Now, I know we haven't had the most impressive performances and we have been pretty boring to watch. But one thing you have to give credit to the players for is the belief and togetherness in this squad and that attitude when going 1-0 down. You've got to give them credit, because we've been 1-0 down 3 times in the knockout stages and we've come back and done the business. And to be fair, Foden hasn't had the best of tournaments. He's been pretty meh in the games. But yesterday he was so good. Hopefully he carries this on to the final, because if he does, we could really cause Spain a lot of issues with him. And I also think a lot of credit has to be given to Saka, because he's been moved around the pitch a lot and played in a lot of different positions, including left wing back. And he's put the shift in, and he's arguably been our best player so far this tournament. But before I tell you guys who I think is going to win the final, there's just one thing that I want to talk about, and that is Gareth Southgate. Now, don't get me wrong, I get as frustrated as other England fans when watching the football, but I have always said, and I always will say, back him. He's quite literally the best England manager we've ever had. 3 semi-finals in 4 tournaments, back-to-back Euros. Give the guy some credit. And don't forget, before Southgate come in, we didn't even qualify from the group a couple of times, and there's been a few times where we didn't even qualify for the tournament. And don't forget, the 2 finals we've only ever reached before have both been on English soil. So that's a record that he's set. He's the first English manager to get to a European final, or a World Cup final for that fact, on foreign soil. Now, I know he's in the last year of his contract, and I probably wouldn't extend it. I think it is the right time to go. However, I do genuinely hope he goes out with a bang, because I think he deserves it more than anyone. Like, he has quite genuinely given me some of the best nights of my life watching England with my mates. So Southgate, whatever the future holds, thank you so much for making me believe in England again. And thank you so much for giving me some of the best nights of my life and memories with my mates. Now, onto the score prediction. As much as I hope that I am wrong, I really do see this going to penalties. Now, I am going to go for 1-1 as a full-time score, and I'm just going to hope that our recent confidence and performances just kind of carry us through to penalties, and the fact that we scored all 5 penalties against Switzerland kind of helps us. And I also hope, with the lack of experience and youth players on Spain's side, I hope they kind of fumble under pressure, because you know what, we've been to a European final before and lost on penalties. Although we lost, yeah, but we've been there. We know how it works. Spain have never done that, especially with a squad this young. I feel like we're just going to have that little bit of advantage. So I'm praying that I'm right, but I think England are going to win it on penalties. But guys, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win Euro 2024? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have enjoyed this video and the rest of the Euro 2024 content, please do drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. But yeah, this is the end of the Euros 2024 content, and I just really wanted to thank you guys for your support over the summer. The Premier League will be starting in less than a month, so it's time to start getting that content coming out for you guys. But yeah, basically, it's going to be a really, really exciting few months ahead, and I can't wait. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. And make sure you stick around, and I promise you won't regret it.